Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Well, I've got to be careful how I lean in and out of this because we've got a bit of shade here with the parasol and we've got massive, massive blazing sunshine. If I just lean out there, I am scorched. Oh, you know, like a vampire in the daylight. I hope you're all doing very well. Now, we're on location. Kilt-Man and, yes, young Mr. Kentucky Fudge here. And Roxy the Wonder Dog, who's just over there in the shade of the bushes around our lovely picket fences at our lovely garden here behind us. Yeah, we're away. We're in sunny Shropshire. Shrewsbury. Well, next to Shrewsbury in Shropshire. That's, for you, those of you in America, that's Shrewsbury in Shropshire. Now, it's luxury cottages on a farm. There's actually a working farm here, and in another video I'll take you on a bit of a tour and I'll show you. But what you can't see behind you guys is, well, rolling fields and meadows, lots of quaint old English copses of trees, and in the lovely sunlight, oh, it just looks really, really 1950s, you know, England, old England. Looks gorgeous. And but behind there, well, just there, I'm pointing at it right now, is a huge big barn. And in that barn is the health spa. Yeah, it's a great big swimming pool, jacuzzis, saunas, and there's a gym in there as well. So Mrs. Kilt-Man was going, well, because you've got to book your time in there for 2 hours. She goes, oh, I'm going to use all the spa stuff. She goes, you can go and use the gym. It's roasting. I'm not bothered about that. I'll just do a few press-ups. That'll sort me out. I'm not going in the gym, getting all sweaty. No. So, but yeah, Mrs. Kilt-Man's gone out to get a few rations right now, and that means when the car comes back around the corner, you'll hear it rattling with all the bottles of whiskey in the boot. You know, you can never have too many now, can you? Never have too many. And I've been a bit bereft of the old whiskage lately, because we got to a pub yesterday. There's a pub just round the corner here. It's literally, if you walk down of here and went onto the main road, you'd be there within 3.5 minutes. But no, us lot, me, the dog, and Mrs. Kilt-Man, chose to go across the fields out that way. And Mrs. Kilt-Man's going like, well, we just follow the trail, follow the path, go through the fields, and we'll hit the main road and we walk back down the country lane to the pub. Well, we did it for about, I don't know, 2 hours. And we were getting further and further away from where I perceived the main road would be. So I said, but this is ridiculous. We're going to end up in a different county. So we doubled back and came back through all this. So what would have been 3.5 minutes took about 2 hours and 3.5 minutes. All right. And we get there and the frigging pub is shut. I kid you not. On a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, that pub shuts at 7 o'clock. And worst is, it doesn't even open till 4 in the afternoon. It's only open 3 hours. Because you're a bit off the beaten track here, so there's not much in the way of passing trade or not many people that live around here. But anyway, the good news is that so we rocked up outside. Mrs. Kilt-Man goes, the lights are all off. And we're like, oh, God. Bloody hell. I turn around again. And then I saw silhouetted by the bar, the lights behind the bar and the optics and all that. There was a man there. There was a man. And he saw us. And we saw him, and he waved, so I waved back, and then he went, and I went, oh, is he taking the piss? And I went, yeah. And he went, I went, what? What? Come round the back. 2 entrances to it, like, so we went around the back, the big beer garden, and he went, look, it's my pub, I live upstairs, I can open and close whenever I feel like it. You want a bevy? I'll serve you, no worries. So we stayed, had a few bevies, and it was great. So slept like a log when we got back. And the cabin is, well, I say cabin, it's like an alpine cottage with a big slopey roofs, and got your own garden here. Got your picket fences with the hedges all around them. The dog is underneath them now in the shade. Got a gravel patio, lovely big lounge, lovely big kitchen, lovely big bedroom, and it's great. All luxury mod cons, and yeah. So, as I say, you've got all the health gig is over there. That way if you go further past those fields, and we're going to go to this place, is a little airfield called Sleep Airfield. Sleep Airfield. That's not a good direction for the pirates to take, is it? Oh, Sleepyville. Take the wheel, would you? Just gonna cop some Z's. No, but you can go and visit it. It's got a gift shop and a sort of museum there and a big cafe and all that. So we're gonna take a little look at it. Now, as I speak, there's little two-seater planes which all morning have been taken off and flying around. And Mrs. Kilt-Man took a picture of where that. Can you hear it? Keep the noise down. Bloody birds again. You can hear that, can't you? So that's been the soundtrack of the day so far. And Mrs. Kilt-Man took a picture of one of them planes, maybe even that one, above the roof of the big spa gym area. And then when she got the picture, I was going to say got the picture back, she took it on her phone, so instantaneously she saw it. And she went, hey, what's that? That wasn't there before. And I thought, you know how my mind works? UFOs! It's been decloaked by you taking a picture. And I kid you not. I mean, I'd show you, but you wouldn't get to see it very well. There's the plane, the little two-seater plane, high in the sky, against a backdrop of lovely blue sky and those Simpsons-style powder puff, white billowy clouds just filtering off into the distance. It's idyllic. There's that plane, and then just look at that beneath it though. What's that? And I went, oh, is it? Don't know if you can see here. There's the French windows, which it's quite windy. They are swinging back and forth, and I said, oh, looks like a reflection on that. They're open. The doors have been wide open. So I was like, oh shit. So what is it then? Oh, it's got to be a bird. No, it's not a bird. I'll describe it to you. It looks like a little skittery little insectoid thing. It wasn't an insect, with 3 appendages on it. And I thought, the more closely I looked, I've seen this sort of thing before. Only they normally have 4 appendages on them. Drone. To be honest, I haven't got this confirmed. She went, well, it wasn't there when I took the picture. So I'd have seen it. That's really vivid, the image beneath the plane. I mean, yeah, you're right, you would have seen it. So maybe it is a decloaked alien visitor to sunny Shropshire. So I don't know, mate, I don't know. But interesting already. So we've got lots and lots of things to do. But obviously, I might try to get some reviews done this week. I'll try. They won't be. It's not like I can't play any music beside all this, can I? So, because this is relaxationville. This is meant to be rest and recuperate. Well, that'll commence once the whiskey gets back. Oh yeah, so back to the pub. I thought at the time we thought, oh, it shuts at 7. Oh, it's ridiculous. But he reopened for us, and we were the only ones there, and we had a great laugh. And they do great food as well, but sadly only from Wednesday onwards. So again, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's just dead around here. And I said, oh, the food's great, so just come in and I'll sort it out. No worries. Brilliant, we'll be there. And so today I thought, right, well, Mr. Kilt-Man's gone off to do some stuff. I thought, me and the dog, 12 o'clock, me and the dog will head round there midday and have a couple of bevies in our new local. So I googled it just to make sure, and believe it or not, they don't open till 4 o'clock. That's when I found out. But that said, if he's there, I could just knock round and say, hey, open the door. And he'd go, oh God, yeah, come in, yeah. Might do it anyway. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, but yeah, folks, there you go. This is just a little brief video, because I know a video hasn't been done for a few days, and since, well, I did the final send-off and tribute to the crew of the Titan submersible, which imploded just above the wreck of the Titanic. Since then, more bad news came out. Of course, they have found a body now in the San Gabriel mountain range, just north of Los Angeles. and they do think it's the body or the remains of the actor Julian Sands, who went missing on January the 13th, Friday the 13th this year, which I've talked about a lot. And I always said, you know, he hasn't survived, but there's no way on earth he could have survived that long, even though he's a very experienced mountaineer, hiker, and adventurer. See, it's all these adventurers are coming a cropper now, aren't they? You know, a lot to be said for staying at home, safe and sound. But I always thought that if he's fallen down somewhere, he could, because the searches were hampered by very, very bad weather, almost continual bad weather, dangerous bad weather, snowdrifts, avalanches, the whole works, high winds, putting search and rescue in severe jeopardy themselves. So they had to keep cutting the searches short. And you can't search forever for someone. You just can't do it. The families can employ people privately to keep on the search, and they can carry on searching themselves, but official search and rescue and authorities just simply cannot do it. They don't have the resources to do that. So inevitably it was going to tail off regardless. And they had scaled back the search only a couple of weeks ago. But now hikers have found a body, or the human remains. The authorities are convinced it's Julian Sands, but as of this recording, they still haven't got it confirmed as yet, officially confirmed, but it's roughly where he went missing. Now, obviously the snow and ice, I was saying, well, you're either never going to find him again, or it might take months before you find him, because you're going to have to wait for the air. His body could have fallen down a crevasse, and it could be under 10 foot more of ice. Got to wait for all that to melt to find it. But anyway, that's more bad news, isn't it? It's not fair, is it? Oh, Mrs. Kilt-Man's just messaged on the phone there saying, on her way back. Nice one. Here's Roxy, who's just staggering in the heat. Come on, hon. You might just see her going past here. There she goes. Yeah. Roxy the Wonder Dog. All her toys are here as well. So, anyway, Indiana Jones. Well, that opens in a couple of days' time in the UK. Folks, where do I go with this? I haven't seen the film, so I can't comment. I've been so looking forward to it, as you all know. I recently got the very, very good bullwhip and the fedora and the gas mask bag. So I've now got the complete Indiana Jones costume. I was going to bring the bullwhip with me because there's plenty of grounds to use it in and get really proficient with it. You know, I could, given the time we're going to be here, by the time we went home, I'd have been able to take out the gold fillings from the gob of a leprechaun. Even with his back turned towards us, I could have whipped them suckers out. But no, Mr. Kilt-Man said, oh, you can't take a bullwhip. Why not? It's a farm, isn't it? They might have bulls. I might need it. And she went, you can't do that. You can't wreck places. I'm not going to wreck anything. I might whip half my beard off with it, being the clumsy git that I am. End up with a little indie scar, you know. But so left it at home. God damn it. And it would have been ideal. Now, there's been nothing but bad reviews of this movie. I mean, I was going to review this film, like initial reaction, and then because I'm going to see it, don't you worry about that. Initial reaction and then a full spoiler review. But the Wilderness Dog have reviewed it already, and not one has liked it. They've all said at the beginning, back in the de-aged Harrison Ford back in the 40s, fighting the Nazis on that train, and he's finding part of the Dial of Destiny, and then Mads Mikkelsen, the German, Vosse, is it? I don't know, Commandant Vosse, whatever his bloody name is. But Mads Mikkelsen playing another poker-faced and yet sneering and possibly scarred adversary, something he does really, really well. Obviously pledges his life to go after, you know, Indiana Jones and get that piece back so he can meddle with history and whatever. And but yeah, apart from that opening sort of 25 minutes, the rest, which everyone says like that is exciting, but the de-aging of Harrison Ford is a bit clunky. It looks great in some shots, but then once he starts using his mouth and trying to lip sync with Harrison Ford's voice, it doesn't really work. And then people have said, like, you've got Harrison Ford's now gruffer old voice, which is coming out of the younger Indiana Jones's face. So I don't know. But and then they all say it's too long and the action's not exciting. In fact, it's boring. It's got a huge sagging middle section. He just said, so have you, cheeky bastard. And look at your little green buddy, you aren't you? You know, look who's talking, Chubbs. And so it's not looking too good, I'll be honest. And I've tempered my excitement for this film immeasurably. But, whoa! Hey, folks, are you alright? What happened there? Have you been drinking? Drinking and not sharing? Oh, hey! Oh, it's all gone tits up now, hasn't it? See, even though it's very, very hot and very sunny, it is also quite windy. It's windy woo. And everything's going fucking helter-skelter now. Look, I'm going to cut this short because it's entering into the realms of absolute bullshittery and inane waffle. But I will be reviewing Indiana Jones and the Dial of what sounds like despair. But yeah, even with all the best will in the world and my usually boundless enthusiasm, it's not looking too good, is it? But you know what? What does it matter if it's exciting? Apparently it's got non-stop chases, but the chases don't have the verve and the vigor and the sheer sort of devil-may-care attitude that Spielberg put into the original movies. So they become boring. James Mangold's a good director. I like him. Logan and the Wolverine I thought were fantastic. So you can see why he was brought on to do this, because Wolverine and Logan were both taking a different look at an established character who was older and had gone through maybe a lot of emotional sort of traumas as well, and was a different person to what we've grown to know and love. So it seemed the perfect fit, really. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge, some people say she holds her own and she's actually pretty good, and it's not the horrible baton change that everyone was fearing it was going to be, that she was going to take over and rewrite history and she'd become the new Indiana Jones. Well, I can think we can put those fears to rest. That does not happen, I hope. But everyone seems to say that she holds her own, but she can be a distraction as well. And Indy's more of a supporting character in his own friggin' movie. Well, that's not too good, is it? Anyway, we're working out. But as I say, everyone seems to have seen it before, and loads of these fucking YouTubers, people that do the same thing as me, only they get invited to premieres and stuff, but I don't. They've all seen it, and they've all dissed the hell out of it. Loads of major sites have seen it, and they've ripped it apart. So, but, see, it's windy. It's windy with Indy. Where was I going with that? It's horses for courses, folks. People seem to jump on the bandwagon. If the advance word from the Cannes premiere, which was very, very damaging, of course everyone else has leapt on that, and I've seen it now, and yeah, it's utter shit. And you get the people who were the diehards who were trying to cling on. You go on forums, and everyone's like, you get like 50,000 people saying it's shit, and they haven't even seen it yet. But this guy said it's shit, and he's seen it. This guy, I trust his spoilers and his leaks. He knows his stuff, so I trust him. So the film is shit, even though I haven't seen it, and I can't be bothered to make my own opinion up. I'm basing it on someone else's opinion. Yeah, and against all them, you've got about 5 people who still say they're looking forward to it. Folks, where do we go with this? Right, I know where I'm going. I'm gonna open the front door now to let all the whiskey come in. Folks, I happen to wish I'll be Kilt-Man, please. In the meantime, it's ever windy, fucking, strange anomalous objects in the sky in between time. Please keep it Celtic, and I'm gonna see you all later. That didn't work, did it?